means I must be doing it. What is the beauty, the master while explaining? It says that if you don't do it, you are punished.
Yeah.
And if you do it, you don't get any reward. As a father, my duty is there to support my kids. Finished. I should not expect any reward from them. Why don't you respect me? I have been paying you so much. No, no way. We should never think, because I'm thinking of the result, and that will cause a performance of the Nitya Karma leads to calmness, peace, relaxation, focus, and goodness. It all removes the defects in the personality and destroys the negative attitudes and behavior. So I become aware I'm going to speak to the daughter, wife, parents, relations. So I am very clear about it. I'm not expecting anything, but I'm doing my work. You see that? So your mind is always free as regards to the family matters. You know your resources, you know what is to be done, and you do it regularly. And you are not carried away by the emotions, the sentiments. That too is very important. Why? You have sentiments, it means you are seeking some fruits of an action and you have an ego behind. They ought to be done, hence I am doing it. They should be done, that's why I am doing it. You don't build a ego, I have kept $1 million for you. Means what? I'm expecting you should continue to respect me. If you don't respect me, forget about the money. No, this is your part. I will give you. Finished. So that is what. Say similarly, what is my duty in the world as a teacher when I'm guiding you? I must teach the subject with the clarity. I must not build an ego that I'm teaching you. You see that I'm at upper hand. No, no, that will not work. It means I'm still expecting. I'm teaching out of the ego. No way. So, as long as the moment I start guiding and teaching, my mind should be clear from the fruits of an action and also the ego. So, now see that doing the Nitya Karma, it means we have different roles to play in the world as a father, mother, wife, husband, son, daughter, employer, homemaker, teacher, student. Oh, let us continue. So you see that every day you wake up in the morning, your mind is not heavy. Mind doesn't think about it. You have to simply play a role. You go before a person, you define your role consciously in the mind. Everything is happening in the mind. Outside, you are the same. But now, what happened while performing the karma, you are not accumulating the impressions. And those impressions causes the anxiety and reaction is not there. What a beautiful way to understand and apply the knowledge in the second step. Yeah. So you see, again, understand you have to need to be aware. So how we become aware? The knowledge of the self and the non-self, matter and the consciousness. So I have certain skill sets. I have a fairly, oh, the human being are fairly intelligent and they can apply the intellect. So I become aware. The intellect says, come on, become aware. Now you are in front of an employee or the employer or the wife or the husband. And now from the intellect, that is very clear. I had to perform this role well. So your focus is on the playing the role, the way the Hollywood actor. Focus is on playing the role. Playing the role. Sometimes you see that the director says, you have not to comb your hair. It should be totally regular because that will prove that you have played your role very well. So outer chains is not there. The focus is on the karma, playing your role, playing your role. If we do not desire fruits of our action, do not create ego for our action, then what happens? Where these two intents go. First, the mind remains calm, clear. Second, we do not carry the burden of the karma. The mind do not enter into defects of the karma that we have understood from the Krishna. There is neither pain or the pleasure. We are not affected by the pain or the pleasure. We are not affected by the profit or loss or victory or defeat. The 99% of the problems in relationship comes, I don't want to be defeated. You don't understand. I understand. Those issues are not there. Your mind is free. Honey, you want to defeat me? I'm already defeated. I have performed my karma. Don't try to defeat me. I'm already defeated by your argument. But question is, here is what is right, and that is what I'm doing. If you tell me that this is not right, prove me, show to me. I will follow you. How simple it is. So you repeat this again and again. Nitya karma also includes daily hygiene, cleansing, physical and mental well being, performing duties for your body, your mind, your intellect. It does not stop only at the outer level. I should take care when I wake up in the morning and I'm totally upset, so I must clear the mind by doing some japa, by chanting some mantra. So there are lot of stuff that we will take care of it. Second category of the karma is the nimitta karma. Nimitta karma is occasional duties. You don't get any reward if you do it, and if you do it, you are punished physically or mentally or emotionally. Why? Your friend's birthday and they invite you, you don't go there even if you have a time because you don't like that guy. So you don't like goes into the mind. It creates a series of the thoughts. So you are expecting some result. Drop that expectation. Occasional duties of occasional duties in the world outside, in your personal life, in your social life. They are known as nimitta karma, means occasional duties. A person doesn't invite you for birthday every day. It is once a year. So if they invite one, or we remember their birthday, should we greet them? Yes. Should we? Yes, yes. Normally, we should greet them. So it means like, the mother is sick, so I should go to the hospital. I should take care. They are occasional duties. So when we perform these occasional duties, the mind does not create an impression of negativity. Oh, I'm really sorry, I could not come. How many times we are going to say sorry? It is different that we don't have a time. That is different. Huh? But still, we pay a visit after that event is over. So this is what the occasional duties. So you can put nitya and the naimitya karma or nimitta karma into the same category. You don't get any reward, and you are not expecting any reward. It is just a performance of action with a focus on the action. I must be doing it. I must pay regard to my elders. I must love the juniors. That's a normal way. I must have an equal relationship with my honey, my spouse. I must have an equal relationship with my friends. Something like this. I tell you a very good incident that happened in my life. I told you when I was in the 10th grade, highly depressed, or you can say I could not speak even a single word. I was very shy and the timid. Very shy and the timid. I used to escape even to say hello to my father's friends who used to visit our house. Then something happened. I don't know what happened. There was an intense desire for me to speak out. No, I must speak in the public. So I started speaking in Hindi. That is good, but I didn't know the English, even though I was studying English language. So there was a principal who happens to be friend of my principal of his school, who happens to be a friend of my father, and I made him my friend when I was in 11th grade. Internally, I don't know what happened to me. At that time, I met a couple of teachers who used to talk about it, but something popped up in my mind. And I can tell you that principle used to humiliate me, used to say all the words that should not have been uttered. But he was saying that you don't know how to speak, you don't understand English, so nothing is going to happen. But he was an English scholar. So I made him my friend to know how he speaks, how he used those phrases. And I lived almost for about 2 to 3 years. Every day he used to humiliate. He was a great drunkard. He used to drink a lot. I did the wrong thing. I know in those days I was not aware. I used to buy a drink for him. And then he used to be happy and he used to teach me. So for 3 years I lived with him. And then I started speaking. So you see that understanding the nimitta karma is bit a challenge, and also the nitya karma. And the moment your mind is clear, your focus on the activities with an idea, with clear understanding. What is that clear understanding? Be successful in the usual life. Yeah. That is also the part of the Just a minute, what happened? First step, knowledge of the self and what the happened? Knowledge of the not self. This is the first part. This is the first part. Be successful in the Okay, just so so what happens that yeah, let me save it first so that I will be able to send you uh one. So Nitya karma and the Naimitya karma should be understood with a clarity that there is no desire for the fruits of an action in the mind and there is no ego at all. First. Second point, that our mind should be very clear that if we don't perform nitya and the naimitya karma, then what happens?
So any relationship with in social life is Nitya and
What did you say?
any relationship in the social life is Nitya and
Yes.
Nitya, kind of.
Yes, Nitya and Anitya.
I don't see you, Guruji, and I don't hear you.